Welcome back to another video. Thank you for joining me wherever you're watching me from, whether Facebook or YouTube. I am so grateful that you're here. I am Tadelo Cheryl, and on this channel, we talk about living a surrendered life in God, experiencing the fullness of the gospel, and walking in testimony. And today I have a testimony. Yay! So I'm very excited to be sharing that. So testimonies are very powerful as a weapon of warfare because they help spread the gospel of Jesus Christ. They help let others know of the goodness of God in their life so others can tap into that and begin to experience the same thing. So just a quick tip, when you are sharing a testimony, it's important to let others know the steps that you took or the sequence of events that happened so that anyone else who's believing for the same thing or something similar can know what to do to also access a testimony like that or get a testimony like that. We want a person to be easily able to model the steps that you've taken. So sharing the scriptures, sharing the type of prayers that you prayed, and describing everything in detail is very important. Matthew 13 verse 25 says, "But while men slept, the enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat and went his way." And this is exactly what happened to me in my testimony that I'm about to share. In November, it was on a Thursday or Friday, and I went to bed normally. I was normal. Everything was normal with me, and I know that because I had taken an evening shower, and I went to bed normally, and things were fine. And then I wake up in the morning, and I'm feeling a lot of pain in one of my breasts, and when I inspected to check why am I feeling pain, I felt a huge lump in my breast. I felt it was a huge lump, the size of a golf ball. I went in the mirror to look to see, and the lump was very visible on the outside. So it was in the inside, but it was also protruding on the outside of the breast, right? I even asked my sister to check, and the moment she looked, she's like, this is not normal. There's something wrong. And she felt and she could also feel the lump in my breast. So the whole day I was trying to be cool and calm and just, act act in faith. But I was really scared. I was really scared of what this would mean for my life, because any woman can tell you that a lump in your breast is not nice. It's not something that you want to hear, because after that, it's a lot of horror stories of pain, of having to go through a lot of medication and stuff. And I remember distinctly that I'd had a dream telling my family that I have been diagnosed with cancer. So when all of that came to me, I was scared, and I was like, my goodness, what am I gonna do? Like right now, the financial burden of treatment, the emotional and mental burden of treatment, and even the physical, is my body gonna be able to take it? Am I gonna be able to take it? And all that. It was all coming to me, and I just didn't know what to do. And I'm not really a doctor person. I will not quickly go to the doctor. that's just not me. And so that was also scary to think about going to the doctor as well. So once I was able to calm myself down and just try and think of, what to do. I mean, throughout this whole process, I'm talking to God, but I'm talking to God like really scared. So my thoughts are not fully focused on Him because I am thinking of my own things. But later on, when I was able to calm myself down and just really draw myself near to God in this situation, He gave me a strategy of prayer. The strategy was midnight prayer and using water as a medium for the healing. So I prayed the first night. And He gave me this verse. He gave me Psalm 91 verse 3 in the New Living Translation, which says, "For He will rescue you from every trap and protect you from every deadly disease." The way I jumped, it was so direct. I was happy. I jumped and I took it in, and I prayed with that verse. I created prayer points from that verse, and I prayed with that verse the first night of the midnight. So when I woke up the next morning, the lump had significantly reduced, but it was still there. It had significantly reduced, and I continued praying, doing what I felt God had told me to do. And I prayed the second, third, up to the seventh night, and it was completely gone, completely gone. And I even remember that the first night I did have a struggle in my body when I was praying. Like I could just feel my body reacting to what I was doing, and it was not nice. But I kept on going and I kept on praying because I believed in what God had said to me. You know, I knew that this was a thing that the enemy had put in my body. It was an attack on my body. And when you receive an attack, you go to God because He's the one who knows how to handle these things. So, yes, God healed my body. God turned a situation that could have been scary into a situation that He showed me that only He can handle. Because not only did He heal my body, but like I said before, the mental anguish, the emotional, the physical, and financial burden that was going to be on me and my family was not something that we were prepared for or something that we wanted to deal with at that moment, or ever, you know. So I'm just here to thank God because He is so faithful. And when you draw near to Him, He draws near to you. And I want to encourage somebody today. You might be going through something that is a test in your system, a test in your life, but we need to draw near to God for strategies on how to get out of those situations, or strategies on how to walk through that valley of death, because only He can help us with that. And know that any strategy that God gives is in line with His word. It is in line with His word. Anything outside of His word, it is not from God. It's in line with His word. And He always has a word to back up every situation. So I thank Jehovah Rapha. I thank God for healing my body, for getting rid of this lump in my body, and for growing my faith in Him and not trying to trust in world systems, you know. And I know that when He heals completely. So I like, everything is back to normal, like the normal that I knew before the slump was there. Everything is back to normal, and I thank God. So thank you so much for watching this video with me, and thank you for listening to this testimony. I pray that you also walk in testimony. I pray that you also begin to experience your own testimonies, and don't forget to testify. Don't forget to testify. Testimonies are a way that we can spread the gospel, and we are called to spread the gospel. All right, so see you in the next one. I appreciate you, I love you, and bye.